And there we go. Well, everybody, welcome to the call. It's November 13th. We're almost through 2018. Pretty exciting. Holidays are around the corner. I have family coming. I'm really excited for Thanksgiving. And then we have the holidays in the end of December. It's been an absolutely amazing year. And it's been an amazing year to really share with as many people as we can to impact lives. And I've been with this company, for those of you that don't know, I'm Nikki Cotton. We've been with this company for 28 years, and we've had the privilege and the honor
say anything to you?
Of, hang on one second. I've got people that are coming on. I'm going to try to mute again. There we go. Sorry about that. I've really had the privilege and honor to be able to be part of this community, as well as being able to share and impact other people's lives. And I figured out recently, over the last 25 years, I probably hear anywhere from 3, to 8 to 10 stories a week from people that I've just met that share their stories about plant powders, about this company. So over the last 25 years, a minimum of 3,000 stories I've heard directly to me. And the idea of what we do, who we do it with, why we do it is so incredibly inspiring. And we can impact other people's lives, not just through one-to-one, through texting, but through our social media. And I cannot wait for you to hear Missy's social media little bit of a training, and also her story, because she's really got an amazing story of who she was before Juice Plus, who she's been since she's been part of our community, both in health-wise and also who she's become as an amazing woman and mother. So I'm going to turn this over to you, Missy.
Thank you, Nikki. Thanks, guys, for joining us tonight on this call. So I am a mother of 5, and my kids range in age from 22 all the way down to 2. And when I was introduced to Juice Plus, I had been diagnosed with Hashimoto's disease. I had a lot of pain in my hands and feet. I was an older mom this time around, so I was 40. And I just kind of thought that this is how it's going to be, right? I'm just going to not have as much energy this time around. And I started growing my food on the Tower Gardens, and it was amazing. And I thought, any company that puts as much thought into helping people grow food, no matter where they live or how they live, is up to something good. And I want to know what else they're up to. So I jumped on board with the Shred 10 program, and pain in my hands and feet after 2 months, completely gone. Extra 15 pounds just kind of dropped away. My energy level skyrocketed. I was able to run around after my 2-year-old again. And the best part, though, was the community. It was the community, and it was the personal growth and personal development. Because what happened was I started sharing this with the people I cared about. I did not need income. I did not have any desire to have a business, but I've always loved to help people. And so I was able to help friends and family members get healthy. And then a little light bulb went off. And I remembered that 10 years ago, well, I think my timeline's probably off, but whatever. There was a point in my life where I found myself divorced with 3 little kids after 15 years of marriage. And I had been a stay-at-home mom those entire 15 years. Not only a stay-at-home mom, but a stay-at-home young mom who did not graduate high school. So I was not very employable when I got divorced. And, not that I plan on getting divorced again, but that was always in the back of my head that I don't want to be in that position ever again. I don't want to be in a position where I can't take care of myself. And so my wheels started turning as I realized that this could be, for me, not just a little side thing, but this could actually create income for our family that would change our life. And right now, for example, my husband works a lot, and he provides very well for our family, but I don't want him to work that much, and he doesn't want to work that much. And he's traveling to Portland right now for work. And this is our plan B, and it's also going to be the way that we bring him home so that he doesn't have to travel for work. So, it's just opened up a world of possibilities, and I've found myself really stepping into my, it's interesting because as a mom, you're kind of always a leader. They're just smaller people, but but I really, I didn't really believe I was a leader. And yet here are all these people around me going, oh no, you are, it's okay, go ahead. And so, Nikki is one of them, the primary one. She's like, no, you can do this. And so having people who believed in me more than I believed in myself has been just a really phenomenally humbling, but also empowering experience. So I'm so excited to be a part of the Healthy Living Revolution, and I can't wait to see what happens in the next couple years, because I've only been here for a year and a half. So it's pretty cool. And so what I want to talk about today is I'm going to start with how we can onboard our new team members using social media, because we do a lot of stuff with the Freedom Revolution, with the Healthy Living Revolution, with helping people set up their virtual office, but we kind of forget that they might need a little bit of hand-holding when it comes to social media and creating their first social media post. And so I'm going to share screen, and we're going to talk a little bit about how you can walk your new team members through their first social media post, as well as if you're new to social media or you're new to this virtual franchise, these tips will hopefully help you get started, and you won't feel as intimidated or scared about posting on when to post, how to post, what do you post. So the really cool thing about social media is that it's not that different from real life. But the first thing that we want to remind our people and ourselves is we don't want to, that's the basics, right? We don't want to make specific health claims or income claims or give too much info using the words Juice Plus, because we know what happens. People go to Google University, they either get misinformation or they get the right information, they get excited and they go and order Juice Plus right away, and you just lost your customer. So, and then we also don't want to say that it's a weight loss program, and we don't want to post, before and afters are okay as long as you're focusing on the health journey, not the weight loss, and that you feel so much better. I actually love before and afters of faces, because you get to see the glow that came back to someone. And so if you're new and you just got started on the Shred 10 program, and maybe you jumped in as a franchise owner, take a picture of your face too, you guys, because those shots I actually love. But remember, when you're talking, we want to create curiosity, and that means we zip it, not because we don't love Juice Plus, but for that reason of Google. So we want to use different words. And it's just a matter of finding one that really resonates with you. When you're talking about the capsules, maybe use plant powders or plant micronutrition. I often say just whole food nutrition, because that's what it is. The shakes, the shakes are a little bit more ambiguous. You can say complete plant protein. You can say vegan powder, plant macronutrition, plant powder protein, whatever really resonates with you. Same with the omegas and the Tower Garden. And when we're talking about the opportunity, virtual franchise or consumer to consumer company, health food agency, something that's going to make people go, what is that? Can you tell me more? And so when we're getting started, first post with my new people, my new reps, I have this, and I have this available for everyone. Really, it is step by step. It's here's a picture you can post, here's what you can say. So, because oftentimes it just can be a little bit paralyzing and people are nervous. I personally prefer selfies. So whether it's your hand with the capsules, or it's just a picture of your smiling face saying, I'm so excited to begin adding in 30 to 50 extra raw toxin-free plants in my body every day. I don't know what's going to happen, but I know it's going to be good. So you didn't tell too much, but you've created some curiosity, and you are excited because you're taking your health to the next level. There's an option 2. This is literally the document I hand my new distributors. Option 2 is you've already been on the product, and now you're coming in as a virtual franchise owner. And then, of course, if you're shredding, always lead with the shred. Always talk about the shred, because it's so profound. So if you're someone who's shredding, if you're just jumping on board and you're not sure if you want to be someone who shreds, I'll tell you right now, you do. So do a shred post as your first post. Do a picture of you and your gear, getting ready to exercise, or you with your first smoothie, or whatever it is. And something to the effect of, for the next 10 days, I'm going to be putting myself first. I've found a detox and rejuvenation program that feels doable. I'm excited, and I'd love to have a friend or two to do this with. Any takers? So then, you've asked a question, and I love to ask a leading question like this with the first social media post, or with any social media post that is what I would technically consider a business post. And the reason is because that's a call to action. So people are going to respond to that, and they're going to comment. And when they comment, that's when we really need to hold the hand of our new distributors. And we need to give them the script. Here is what you do when someone comments or likes. Here is what you say. if their response is this, here is what it is. And I'm going to not read that. I usually would read this out, but for the sake of time, I'm not going to. But again, I have that for all of you in a PDF if you need it. And the point of this is they don't have to call you and say, okay, they said no, now what, right? Because you've got it all here step by step for them. So first thing, they're gonna offer up a video. Then they're gonna say that here I'm gonna follow up with you, so that the person is prepared that they're gonna follow up, and then they're gonna be professional and they're actually going to follow up when they've agreed to follow up with them. So key. We know follow up is key. And then I have script. When you follow up, here's what you can say. If they say no, here's what you can do. And the point of this whole thing is to lead that person that you're talking to directly into a connection call with your upline. And, even if they say no to the connection call, we have in here, don't always stop at the no's, guys. You got to keep going, right? So if they say, I'm not into a connection call, which a lot of people really aren't, they don't want to get on the phone. That's cool. Guess what? Are you open to a Facebook message or text group? There's always another way, right? So this gives, and when you're a new distributor, that no can be devastating. So making sure that your new team members know exactly how to deal with these kind of online sort of conversations. And then for all of us, this applies to all of us, whether you're new, whether you're not new, social media is really all about just being you. It's about becoming someone on social media that people want to follow, because of course you're interesting in real life. And of course in real life, people would love to get to know you. It's a little bit different on social media. You've got to create enough curiosity that people go, who is that person? What are they up to? And the way that we do that is we be really authentic. We're us. We have real passions and real lives and real struggles, and giving your audience a little bit of you in every post. What that means is giving them a little bit of your backstory. Who are you? Are you a nurse? Are you a doctor? Are you a mom? Are you someone who loves to paddleboard like Chris? Are you totally into home birth and maybe you're a midwife like Mariah, right? That's who you are. So you want to show all those different sides of you because you're going to attract all those different kinds of people. Are you a knitter? Post about that. We think, oh, that's silly. Nobody would want to see that. But I'll tell you what, as a knitter, if someone makes a cool sweater, I want to see it because I might want the pattern. Maybe I want to connect with them. So here are just a couple pictures. Make your pictures clear. Create a little curiosity. There's me working, saying, I love being able to work from home in my pajamas with my smoothie, right? My daughter meditating because we're trying to create mindful children, and us traveling at the beach in Mexico, working from anywhere kind of life. So you want to create curiosity. Your profile is going to be your first impression. So use those nice, clear photos. I use Julie Gervasi and Lauren LaHave as examples here. Julie's is a Facebook profile and Lauren's is an Instagram profile. So it's really clean, it's concise. They have engaging cover photos. You can see their faces, and their bio reflects their brand. The brand is you. You're the brand, you're the product, right? So, Lauren says she's a mom of 4. She's a public speaker. She's a mom on a mission. You don't want to go into too much detail. You don't want to say, I'm a mom on the mission. I'm ready to spread healthy living around the world with juice, right? Less is more. Mom on a mission. What's her mission? Maybe you want to contact her and find out. So keep it simple. Less is more. And we definitely want to, especially on Instagram, keep to the 80-20 rule. And the reason for that is in Facebook, most of those people, they're either friends of friends, or they're your friends, or, they're people you met once and you said, hey, are you on Facebook? Instagram's a little bit different. The way that people are attracted to you on Instagram is that it's a common interest thing. So that's where really posting your life, what you love, your kids, your pets, travel, live videos, and real life content is what's going to attract people to you. Because on Instagram, you go and you find like-minded people to connect with. And that's the fun of Instagram, which is really, for me, Instagram has been really cool. I've met the most incredible women on Instagram. And then the 20% is your business or your product. And business or product is anything Juice Plus. A picture of your Tower Garden, a picture of your smoothie, talking about the shred a little bit. When you're talking about business or product, it's awesome to offer up a common problem and give the solution for it, whether it's a gardening problem or, I thought I had a picture there, sorry. Or it's, a health, are you a mom? Do you suffer from low energy? Gosh, I found this way to flood my body with whole foods whole food concentrates, and I have so much more energy now. That's all you have to say, right? And a picture of you running and playing with your kids or something, that's a business post. You and your family on a beach, hanging out, having fun, that's a personal post. A personal post can even be, I'm going to use Mariah as an example. She's a midwife. She could post some amazing content about home birth or birth. That's also a personal post, even though that's her business. We're talking business is Juice Plus in this sense. So even your work that is not Juice Plus could be considered your personal and relatable 80% content. So you're going to attract those people. You're going to attract the paddle boarders. You're going to attract the surfers. You're going to attract the skiers, because that's stuff you're posting about. And I'm going to talk about hashtags and how to really maximize that in a little bit. So, you really want to think about, what was the last movie preview you saw? What did they show you? And what kind of stuck out that made you want to see the movie? They didn't tell you the ending. They didn't even tell you what it was about. They just flashed some really cool images that looked really nice and you liked it. And so you decided you wanted to watch the movie, right? Maybe there was a little something emotional that kind of touched you. So think about that when you're making your posts. You want to get people excited, but you don't want to give too much, especially when we're talking about those business posts. In your personal posts, you can give a little bit more. It doesn't have to be so much about creating curiosity. It can be a little bit more open. But we want to be thoughtful in the way that we're posting. So here's an example. My son's helping me harvest some mint. I didn't say Tower Gardens are the most amazing way to grow your food. You definitely want to go buy one right now. I can help you with that, right? I said, he's working so hard to harvest this mint. I love teaching kids how to garden young, especially how to garden in an environmentally friendly way, using less of our precious resources. So right there, someone's going to be a little, what is that? And what the heck is that thing that he's cutting it off of, right? So then they're going to come to me to find out more. And here's where we start talking about hashtags, especially in Instagram. In Facebook, hashtags can be there. That's awesome. And sometimes people will search using hashtags. In Instagram, oftentimes people will search for new people or new inspiration by using a hashtag or by searching for a hashtag. So for instance, we have vertical aeroponics, 90% less water, gardening kids. I would probably also on here use urban farming, urban gardening, urban gardener. We learned at conference that the magic number for hashtags is 9. So think of 9 hashtags that kind of have to do with whatever you're posting about. So even if it's organic mint, because that's what he's cutting, you want to just kind of anything that's relevant to what it is. And in Instagram, as you're typing out that hashtag, actually a bunch of them will pop up and you can go, oh, I like that one. I'm going to use that one. So just think about, what would you search for, or what are you interested in? And start typing out that hashtag grow your own food. Guess what? It has like probably 3 million hits or something, right? So people will search for that, grow your own food. And for Juice Plus, keep it creative. Actually, my daughter did this on her own, which is really cool. I gave her capsules and some apple, and she did a little decoration. And so I showed her how, I said, here is my daughter showing me how to get a little bit of 30 extra plants on an apple. I love how creative 6-year-olds are with their food. And then you go down into plant powders, healthy living revolution. I love using that hashtag because then I can meet really cool sideline Juice Plus people, because a lot of times people will search for healthy living revolution, healthy kids, plant-based, vegan, non-GMO. All those hashtags would work for this. And again, try to get 9, because that's when you're gonna get the most interaction. And remember, when you're posting, that your target audience is really going to resonate with who you are. Don't try to search them out. Don't try to find them. Bring them to you by being who you are. You're the niche. So find what you naturally love, what you're naturally good at. And I promise you, your target audience will find you. I'm a mom, and so mostly moms are who follow me. And I posted my birth video, which that was a lot. It was a TMI. It was a vulnerable moment. But I met a lot of amazing moms who were like-minded home birthing moms, because they were searching for home birth videos on Instagram and they found it, right? So as we're posting, like, here's our family, this is a personal post, but it can also attract the same kind of people to me that I really would resonate with. So travel with kids, adventure family, work from anywhere, travel, family travel, mompreneur, stay-at-home mom life, boss babe. I could go on and on. You could do 50 hashtags for this, but you don't want to. Really stick with 7 to 10 hashtags per post. And I like to put them at the very bottom so that they don't clutter up what I was saying, because I'm probably going to say something about our family trip at the top. And then at the very bottom, I'll put the hashtags, and I separate them just by little dots in Instagram so they're kind of all at the bottom. You can also put them in the comments in Instagram so they don't clutter up your feed. And that's kind of a nice way to do it too. And then live streaming on both platforms, Facebook and Instagram, super important. When you find something you love, share it, guys, whether it's Juice Plus related or not. I found a water filter I loved, so I went on live and I shared it with people. To know you is to like you is to trust you, and to trust you is to be open to what you're offering. And that's really the thing. If people see that you share everything you're passionate about, you don't just share Juice Plus, you share all of the things that really enhance your life. And that's what, we want to offer value. As we're going through the world in social media, we want to be the kind of people who are giving others something that they can use in their lives. So be intentional, create a posting calendar if you can. Remember to, like I said, offer up value to your target audience. It's really important. I'm just going to check time because I know this can go long. Okay, I'm doing good. Schedule your posts a week ahead of time if you can. This is so helpful and I am so bad at actually doing this, but when I do it, it makes a world of difference. So there are apps like Later, Hootsuite, Buffer, where you can schedule your Instagram and Facebook posts ahead of time. So you can sit down on a Sunday, you can get it all taken care of, and you don't have to think about it throughout the week. And ideally, you're going to be posting every day at least. I cross-pollinate, so everything that goes on my Instagram automatically gets shared to my Facebook, so I don't have to do it twice, which is really helpful. And you can do the same thing with your videos. You can, even if you did a live video on Facebook, save it to your phone. You can post it in Instagram in your stories, or you can post it even, as a smaller video clip as one of your main posts. And then pick 1 or 2 days a week to go live and try to do it consistently. And it's great if you can have a topic to discuss, so you're not just kind of like willy-nilly out there going live. Nobody really wants to watch that. If you have a direction and a topic, and you can maybe even say, hey, guess what? Tomorrow I'm going to go live and I'm going to share this incredible book that I just read by Brene Brown. I'm going to share my takeaways from it. That would be really life-enhancing for people. They're prepared. They know you're going to go live. They know what you're going to talk about, and they're going to take some time to tune into you. Of course, if you're in a moment that is just so fantastic, you have to go live and it's not planned, obviously do that. Don't overthink it. But we do want to be a little bit conscious about what we're putting out there when we do live videos. And I love this. I love that we have access to this viral posting plan. So if you go to missiondrivenmodel.info, building your customer base, educational exposures, social media, viral posting plan, you will find it. And this is a month's worth of posts, and you can just reuse it month after month, start at the beginning, and it gives you an outline for what to share every day. So you're adding value to someone's life. You're going to share a quote or a picture of your shake or a word or some gratitude or a freedom that you enjoy in your life that you love. This is a really cool way to get started with social media so that you don't overthink it, because it can be a little bit intimidating in the beginning. And so keeping it simple, this helps keep it simple for sure. And like anything else in life, people will forget what you said, they'll forget what you did, but they will never forget how you made them feel. And that is the same for social media. We're creating relationships. We are dealing with real people. On the other end of that photo, on the other end of that little like that someone gave you is a human being. And so we want to remember that first and foremost, like anything else in what we do, we love people and we build relationships. So when a mom reaches out to you or somebody reaches out to you because they loved one of your posts, reach back out. Go like one of their posts or go in Messenger and say, thank you so much for your comment. I wanted to respond to you here. Maybe we could get to know each other a little bit and take some time to get to know the people. I will tell you, again, I have met incredible friends on Instagram, incredible friends. And it's just super fun because they're from all over the world. So that is it. And I think I stayed on time, which I'm so excited about. So maybe we even have time for questions.
Yeah, let's do that. Missy, that would be fantastic. If we could get does anybody have any questions? That would be fun.
I do have a kind of a basic question, so maybe this doesn't count. but I don't know how to edit my bio. Can you give me a little quick nutshell? Like, you know, you have your picture, your profile picture, and then underneath and
Are you talking in Instagram or Facebook?
Facebook.
In Facebook, you go, okay, let's see if you can see this. So I'm in the main kind of Facebook. Oh, I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay. At the very bottom, you have little lines.
Uh-huh.
So you're going to tap your little lines, then you're going to tap on your profile picture. And then right below your profile picture, you'll see add story, edit profile, activity log, more. If you click on, I believe it's in more. No, it's not. I think it's an edit profile. Yeah, right there, edit profile. And then down below your picture where your bio is, there's a little another edit pencil. So then you click edit that, and then it'll ask you if you want to edit your bio, and you just click edit bio, and then you can type whatever you want in there.
Okay, I'll give it a go. Thank you.
Yep.
Oh, that was quick and clear.
Missy, I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Hey, it's Kirsten. I have had such incredible response from my Tower Garden videos, and I'll get something like 100 likes on there. So I'm having a really hard time managing the volume. I mean, it's incredible that I have like 300 views and 100 likes, but what do you do with that?
I would start with the comments first. Are you getting comments as well?
I am. They're usually from kind of the usual suspects, though.
Okay, then I would just go through the likes and see who isn't the usual suspects, and take maybe 10 to 20 of those non-usual suspects and reach out to them and say, hey, I noticed you liked my Tower Garden post. I would love to share more with you. Is there anything specific that that you would like me to talk about or answer for you? Or would you be open to me just sharing a little bit more? I would just reach out to them in the normal way you would. They're probably going to be people so you can, lead with something personal and talk a little bit, chat a little bit first. But thank them for liking your post and for watching it. Definitely reach out and thank them.
Would that be in Messenger then?
What?
Would that be in Messenger? You would do that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And is there any way to tag them anywhere that says Tower Garden so I can pull them up later? A lot of these people, I have no idea who they are. I have a lot of followers, so.
No, you're going to have to write that down on a good old-fashioned piece of paper.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, we've got a few more minutes. Any other questions?
Alexa, raise her hand.
Yeah.
Okay, Missy, I have a question. Do you ever have a problem with people on social media getting them to get on connection calls?
Yes, very much so.
Do you do like a connection message, or how do you
So,
go about that?
So I will say, if they're like, no, I'm not interested in a call, then that's the time when you can say, okay, would you feel open to a text message? Would you feel comfortable sharing your phone number with me? Or would you feel comfortable becoming friends on Facebook? If we're talking someone in Instagram who you're not friends with on Facebook, becoming friends in Facebook so that we could do a Facebook message group. And, and the thing is, they found you. So it is a little bit different. Even though you don't want to be the expert, they found you. And until they completely and totally trust you, they don't want you to bring in a third party. So the relationship building is going to take a little bit longer on social media because they found you, but they still don't know you really. And so until they really, really trust you, I don't really offer up a connection call unless we're really having a dialogue about Juice Plus and we're really kind of digging into them having some questions, and then absolutely. So hopefully that was helpful. I don't know.
Yeah, that's really great. Thank you.
Time for one more question. Gosh, this has been a great training, Misty. You got a lot in, and we can even answer questions. Time for one more.
Someone asked one in the chat.
I have a question. How can we capitalize on Facebook stories? What's kind of like the best way to utilize that? How often do you utilize that?
Often. Actually, stories now, and this is changing, and I'm going to actually need to add that to my training. Facebook and Instagram stories are what most people are looking at, even more than your posts, because it scrolls across the top of their feed, and they don't have to go to your page, and they don't have to search you out, and they're just looking for what are you up to today. So if you have, like, for instance, I have a Facebook Live that I'm doing tomorrow morning. So I went into my stories and I said, tomorrow morning, 9 a.m., I'll be live, or I'm actually going live on Instagram. I'll be live in Instagram so that some people who are watching my story will have an idea that I'm going to be live. And then I do a lot of quick snaps. So the pictures that aren't dynamic enough to post in your main feed, those are the ones that are going to go in your story. So, you know, my kids are running around the house and things are crazy and it's hilarious. I'm going to do a little 15-second video blurb of that. It's going to go in my stories. My kid made a huge mess everywhere. I take a picture, that goes in my story, right? All those kinds of like little life moments are great to go in your stories, because you don't want you don't want to clutter up your feed with too much. And so I love stories for that, for getting in just a little bit of stuff every day.
All right. Well, I can see it's baby time. I can see it's time for you to get back.
Perfect timing.
It is perfect timing. Missy, lots of texts saying what a great call this was. Couple things. This will be on the Heat Team YouTube channel. And so know that. And then next week, we're going to have another amazing call. Stay tuned for the flyer. And we'll have another great training next week. And the final piece is, oh, Missy, can you share the verbiage, the scripts on a PDF on the Heat Team Facebook group? That way everybody can get the script down. And then you can rewatch this video as many times as you want.
Cool. Do you want to keep it in the files section?
Yeah.
So I'll give it to you and you can post it there.
Perfect. All right, everybody, good night. We will see you next Tuesday night. And hopefully before that, Saturday on our Take Healthy Back call. Good night, everybody. Great call, Missy.
Thank you, Missy.
Good night. You're welcome.